So this is how I installed the three-way mini toggle to control the outputs. I did do some other versions of this before, but this is the simplest and seems most in keeping with how other companies would do it from the factory. So I've gone with an on-off-on switch. And you know, when ESP sent me a document how they do it, they run wires off of their outputs, like the jacks, but with how the jacks are mounted to this board, that doesn't really make sense for this purpose. So what I did was here's your volume pot for the magnetic pickups, and I ran a second wire in parallel off of that to this switch. Then I ran from the output of the piezo volume, ran a second wire in parallel there, and then just a ground wire, which is running to the back of the piezo pot. That's it. So when it is down, as it is now, it will connect these two pins, which then just grounds out the volume of the piezo pickup. When it's in the middle, nothing's connected, so everything's working. And when it is up, then these two pins, the magnetic pin and the middle, connect, so the magnetic volume goes to ground. And that's it. It's really simple. Honestly, the hardest part of this whole process was just installing the switch itself. The finish on this guitar is quite thick and hard, so getting a starting point for drilling the hole was a bit of a task. But that's it. It's really straightforward and simple, and doesn't require. Now, you may have seen I did replace some of the wires going to the output board. That's a whole other issue because I was running into problems with the board earlier. But that has nothing to do with this. This whole system you can put in without touching the board at all, without messing with it at all, because we're just adding a wire to each of the middle lugs on these volume pots, and then one ground wire. That's it. It's that easy. Hope this helps. I'll do a quick test to make sure it's working as it should. All right, let's run a quick test, make sure the electronics are working as they should. So down is going to be magnetic pickups. All right, magnetic works fine. Flip it up, piezo. Oh, and actually real quick. Okay. Flip it up. Piezo. Doesn't sound awesome through this amp, but it works. And middle. Look at that blend. So both pickup volumes, or both volumes work. If I can roll off the magnetic, and I just have the piezo. If I roll off the piezo, now I got nothing. I can bring the magnetic back in. Great. So that's that, and then real quick we'll just plug in the magnetic only. That works fine. And if I go up, it cuts out because I was trying to engage the piezo, but there's nothing there. Go down, it's fine again. Alright, I hope that was helpful, and I will catch you in the next vid.